Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns. One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go. It's week 14. He's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. They'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that gets the ball rolling.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
60 back, 60 back, go! Ready?
Sanders going to throw here on first. Shady's got it. Complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here we go, set! Cougar 19! Ready,
A go play action for Sanders. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
go!
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Good place beyond the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. Dancing past him. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Browns first down.
If you really study the great teams when it comes to running that play, that draw concept, watch the offensive line's pad level. Those defenders, those linebackers, they're looking for cues and tells. That offensive line gives it away. That play gets hit in the mouth. Instead, those guys sold it just perfectly, and the yards followed. Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarred loose, incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Saints are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Now, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
They run for the first time with a rookie from Clemson. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Short pass brought in. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hits his running back. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. A lot of game left, partner, but it would be a shame not to punish your opponents for making a mistake so early.
Yep, they come through on 3rd down, and the chance of transforming that turnover into a touchdown still exists.
They'll run here on 1st down. That is exactly why you rally to the football. You got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They've got a man in motion. 3rd down, here's Shuck. Completed over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll have a chance to take the lead here as they line up for the field goal. Smith able to put it through. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That one missed the mark. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And the Saints are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not if series are going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Sharp with a quick toss out wide. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. The throw left side finds Johnson. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Trying for it with Sharp. Throw is caught by the back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
They'll try and punch it in. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Gets it again. And he will knock it in. The defense holds. Stuffed once again, and now suddenly they're left with 3rd and goal.
When you get stuff like that on a 2nd down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a 1st down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
Defense made the stand last time. Do they have another one in them here on 3rd and goal? Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped. 3rd and goal winds up losing yardage. And now, Brock, will they challenge them again on 4th and goal?
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
They want the touchdown on 4th and goal. They're going for it from the 3.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Here's a quick throw to the left. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on down near the end zone.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Cougar 19.
He'll throw from his end zone. Looking downfield, and Fannin has it. Big man showing up the yards. Harold Fannin Jr. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take the lead on the first play of the drive. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Setting him on the dive. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Big Mason Graham engulfing that play. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. Shuck working from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Braden Mann will kick it away. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Secures this at the 17. That'll be the first and more. And you'll love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Catch made by Chark. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. It's Sampson running out of the gun. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Carl Granderson in on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 36-yard line.
Press all easy. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Handoff now, and Judkins. Well, a lot of effort there, partly, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
1 yard.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now Sanders. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns throw their lead just before halftime.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
And the point after is good by Schmidt. The Browns drive their lead to 11.
Saints 3.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Starting out trips right here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Shuck now from the gun. He beams one deep right side. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Setting up the screen, it's Olave. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Shuck on third down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. Braden Mann out once more for another punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. On first down, here's Sanders. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 on a first down.
Okay, ready.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. And the give, here's Judkins. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here is Schmidt to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Shuck looking to pass here. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Man in motion here. Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Working now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got it. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. because now third down is so much harder.
So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Has room down the left sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns push their lead further to start the half. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Chuck's going to throw here. He rolls to his right. It connects down the sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job finding that out.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. All in left side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Working quickly here.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard
Throw
line.
again here. It's Shuck. On the move, headed right. That throw behind his intended target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Lone back gets the handoff. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. 4th down. Here's Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down right along the 30. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing. Shuck. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And It'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
And this one winds up incomplete. They took their shot at extending the series, but it's going to be a new possession when we resume play. So after that, we'll change the ends of the field and change offenses. They'll take over when we begin the fourth. It's Browns football in what has been a one-sided game in their favor. First and 10 now from the 46.
Ready?
John Kittle running between the tackles. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. Starting on the ground here with Sampson. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns keep adding that fourth-quarter lead. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
31, Saints 3.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. On the return, here's Palmer. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Zone black.
We put a receiver in motion left.
Fight, 97. Hey, blue. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless. It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for receivers, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's still going at the 30. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Ready, quick.
And the Saints, first down.
Down. Hut.
Rattler to the air now. Short pass brought in. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. Down by 3 scores. Their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
He is stumped with authority there, but that stump came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. Sanders going to look to throw. To the right and pulled in by Judy. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Here's Judkins on second down. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and goal, Judkins. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns put up even more points in a win. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. On the return, here's Palmer. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. First and 10 coming up. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. From the gun, Rattler. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Saints hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Here's first and 10 from the 47. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. Finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
And he sure came his all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be third down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this game moving.
And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Here's Rattler. And the Browns get there and take him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. It's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Third and long for him here. The throw left side finds Johnson. And he's going to be sent out of bounds to end a great pickup, but somehow did not pick up the first. It's going to be fourth down coming up.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Escapes the pocket. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
And he picks up about 4 yards before they send him out. So 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
Another game to Judkins. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. Saints adding an extra DB. This is 3rd down.
Here we go. Panthers, trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight.
Working out of the gun. Sanders. That one's caught. Judy has it. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Looking to Sampson here up the middle. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Set it. Cougar 19. Set it.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He finds Sampson out of the backfield. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
So to a chorus of bunks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.